pass like 5th try, let's go! At the end of the last episode, things had calmed down significantly since the kanji kidnapping incident, and the investigation team was now looking forward to the upcoming camping trip. After a traumatizing grocery shopping experience with the girls, I attempt to talk to Dojima when I get home, but the narrator tells me that my expression isn't high enough. Wouldn't you believe it? Since I'm not following a guide, and with my knowledge of this game being the bare minimum despite this being my 3rd time, I opt to translate in my room to increase my expression, and I get to the next rank immediately. It's finally the day of the long-awaited camping trip, and we sit at the picnic table with Yosuke waiting on the girls to finish up on her food. On one hand, I'm scared out of my mind, but Yosuke is a little overly excited.
Dude, the girls cooked just for us! Not that I expect much out of Chie, but Yukiko's got the full tradition of the Amagi Inn behind her food.
Don't get too excited, bro. She was trying to put sardines in our shit, dog. Poor guy. He has no idea what he's getting himself into. And so, fast forward a little bit and the girls served us our food.
Oh man, here it comes!
I don't know who the real fuck squad was, let me be honest with you guys. Since Yosuke was so eager, I watched him take his first bite with bated breath. He's dead. You killed him. Rest in peace, sweet prince. You will be remembered. You can imagine Yosuke wasn't too happy, and so after a little back and forth with Chie, I was forced into trying the slop myself. It genuinely never occurred to me that Yosuke could be this desperate. Y'all remember the girl who, by sitting on his scooter, caused all the wheels to fall off and for the thing to start smoking? Yeah, he asked her to share her curry with him. Yosuke, what you trying to get into? Anyways, we spend the night with Kanji.
Wait a sec. What are you eating?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck out of here, Yosuke. You ain't sharing, dog?
Animal crackers?
Yo, pass me some.
What the? Those are mine! Damn it! I was so pumped about finding the penguin today.
Wait, isn't he a first year? Not to mention that the school staff must hate our guts because our tent was literally on the worst spot on the fucking hill. If only things ended up being that simple, but then the cutscene wouldn't have been nearly long enough for Persona standards. God forbid. Before I lay the plot twist on you, can we just talk about how all 3 of these clowns are too stupid to just rearrange their blankets so their feet are at the big rock and their heads are on the flat ground? Like, genuinely, it isn't rocket science. If they were just smart enough to do that, the rest of the events of the night wouldn't have transpired. But anyways, I guess we should talk more about those events. At this point, it should be more than apparent that Yosuke is a grade A homophobe, so the fact that Kanji wanted to spend the night in our tent, since we're literally his only friend, sounded off red alarms in Yosuke's head. And he was sent spiraling into a near panic attack, to which he finally confronted Kanji.
We're gonna be stuck here all night, half scared to death.
Now, just you. Like, I'm not scared this man's gonna diddle me in my fucking sleep. That statement was all it took to send him spiraling, and so off to the girls' tent he went. Go get him, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, show this pussy ass bitch. Man, what is up with the investigation team? Kanji is way too impulsive. Meanwhile...
Do you think she'd stop snoring if I covered her nose and mouth?
No, she would just die. And so they ended up in our tent replacing Kanji. Oh, where's Kanji, you ask? Well, according to Chie, when he got to their tent, he just fainted out of nowhere. Oh shit, the big ass, tough ass, wild ass man just walked into your tent, was like, oh shit. Hey, women. He walked in, just died on the spot. It was crazy. I really hope you're not buying this load of shit. And so Yosuke gets his wish after all, and after barely avoiding being expelled by King Moron, the 4 of us sleep in our tent. Huh. With one more person and brains that are just for decoration, I wonder how all 4 of them managed to sleep without anyone rolling down the hill or breaking their back on the giant rock.
I thought I got pissed and ran out of the tent last night. Was it a dream?
It was a dream. Must have been a dream.
After Chie barely avoids getting bagged by Kanji, we finally get to the big event, the one Yosuke's been preparing for since our conversation in the classroom, swimming in the lake. Oh, and to make sure that the girls swim with us, Yosuke being... I can't even think of something witty to express how disturbed he is. Bought both of them swimsuits, somehow managing to get both of their sizes right. Once they get back from changing, the protagonist feels the need to take the reins from me and show off his innate swagger. But after Yosuke makes an off-color joke, because why the fuck wouldn't he, me, him, and Kanji end up in the lake. Oh, and to make matters worse and comedic... Yeah, I think King Moron may have had just one too many last night, but we paid a price far higher than his. 6 paragraphs and 1 scripted event later, we finally have a little bit of free time. Let's get into it. We waste the following afternoon spending time with Yosuke without leveling up. Oh, this is scripted. My bad, looks like I lied. A cutscene of us watching a TV show which shows a character with their own portrait. That totally doesn't mean she's the next target for the killer. A logical person would think that the investigation team gathered together the next morning to discuss their suspicions surrounding the Rise Kujikawa situation and the possibility of her being the next victim. But no, instead they actually just gossip about her, and Yosuke reveals yet another reason why I wish I could leave him on a street corner and forget he ever fucking existed.
To be honest, I'm a fan too. She's such a cutie pie!
Alright, on that note, gonna have to shut down my computer really quick. It was a fun video. I'll see you guys next time. Oh wait! Chie, of all people, has a brain. And so we finally get on track. But as you'd expect, Kanji doesn't understand a goddamn word, so Yosuke has to reiterate the entire conversation back to him a second time.
Get it now?
Huh. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I swear, Kanji is Atlas's interpretation of the more smooth-brained players of their games. Bagging bitches, that's not a woman. This game is sus. Even after saying all of that though, I decided to hang out with Yosuke anyway, getting him to rank 9 and more importantly, one step closer to his persona evolution.
There's still nothing here, but I have family and friends and you.
I'm not gonna do the bit this time. We ate garbage in the fridge again, cause haha, Monday. So funny. Okay, I hit my quota, moving on. Hey. Bye. And the next day, since it was raining, I decided to ride my scooter and finally gain the ability to travel back and forth to Okina outside of a cutscene or social link. While I was there, I decided to visit the Chagall Cafe so I can start seeing which skill cards personas will give me if I drink coffee with them equipped. Well, drink the sublime cup of coffee. Nah, it's more than that. It's an experience. If you underestimate it, it'll break you. Yo, why is there a crinkly ass old man in the corner? Hold on, what the fuck you mean it'll break me? Is that man actually 22? And so we nodded out. That night, I discovered a rather useful glitch, one that allows me to still do stuff at night outside, even if the game is scripted to have me go straight back to my room. But in saying that, I found literally nothing that I could do to pass the time. So I just headed back to my room and sheesh, if only that image was a little clear. Alright, Josh, stop being sus. Yosuke's like, shit, I know them thighs anywhere. The investigation team gathered once again in the classroom to discuss Rise, or at least that's what I would like to say. But they still weren't 100% sold that it was her somehow.
It was her, no doubt about it. Her curves, her posture, even her beautiful slim legs.
Or rather, everyone other than Yosuke. So after a little dialogue, it was decided. It was time to go to Marukyu Tofu and talk to Rise. When we arrive, we run into Adachi directing traffic in the Wait a minute.
The Inaba Police Department isn't that big. We don't have enough staff.
I love how he says the Inaba. I just want everybody to listen to that. The Inaba Police Department isn't that big. We're understaffed. So they send a fucking detective working on a goddamn murder case to look out for some pervs that just want to see some titties and thighs. Yeesh, talk about an outburst. Before going in, we concoct a simple little plan to disguise our true intentions by figuring out exactly what we're going to order once we get inside. I know, easy, right? But wouldn't you know it, Yosuke blows up our spot immediately. Shocker. And after that embarrassment, we explain to Rise everything that we know so far about the Midnight Channel and warn her that she may be next based on what we understand so far. Unfortunately, however, Dojima follows the case-solving instincts that got him as far as he is and follows up on what we already told her, and she innocently tells him just that.
I followed my detective's intuition and came here to warn her. How could high school kids who know less than we do beat us to the punch?
Because we know more than you do. Y'all literally know nothing. God help us, we're about to up our interrogation count again. And bring on number 57. After that, Atlas decided to take this opportunity to grace us with a confirmation on what are already more than suspicions. Rise Kujikawa is next. Ugh. I really don't feel like wasting lines in the script covering this, so I'll just hit you with the TLDR. The next day, we meet up at Junes to rehash every single clue that we've received up to this point for the 1000th time, and ultimately decide to stake out Riise to make sure she's safe.
Gotta go with donuts and milk.
You said it. There's no better meal than that for a man on a stakeout.
Where'd you learn that from? Cops? Because of the events yesterday, Dojima decided it would be beneficial to stick Adachi to the team to keep them from getting involved with the case. But instead, to no one's surprise, he just stakes out Marukyu Tofu with us instead. Adachi. Wait, already?
Oh, it must be the killer. Look at that weeb.
And so we tail him, that is, until he threatens to jump into oncoming traffic. So in retaliation, Yosuke executes his master plan, and somehow this fool falls for the oldest trick in the book. Honestly, I don't even know how I'm surprised by this shit anymore. So the killer was apprehended. Never mind.
Marukyu, push Rosette! Good evening, I'm Riise Kuchikawa. Today, I'm gonna celebrate by pushing the limits of standards and practices. Does everybody know what time it is? Showtime! I'm gonna bear it all for you. Stay tuned.
And so Yosuke calls us in. I love how that was an option. Yo, pull that up real quick. No, dude, it's straight said, we're in no rush, shit. So the next day we head into the TV to consult Teddy on the possibility of anyone actually being in there, and wouldn't you know it, Riise is there. But Teddy needs some more clues in order to locate her. Damn. His magic nose is really losing its edge. And so we begin looking for clues about the real Riise and what she's going through, starting with the most obvious place. After that, though, I wandered around completely aimlessly.
Dude, why is this man like this? Dude, fuck out of the hallway.
So aimlessly, in fact, that I had to look up who to talk to because I could not remember and was wasting far too much time on this shit. While I was wandering, however, I did pick up a poison skewer skill card using the Chagall Cafe, giving me a way to lower enemy evasion and hit rate. And after that, I leveled up my diligence to be able to accept the janitor job in order for Dojima to let me out at night, and for me to have a reliable way to level up my courage. But with all of that out of the way, until we report to Teddy, my party members' social links will be unavailable to level up, so it's time to enter the TV.
Let's go! Time to get fucked, baby. I'm ready.
Can we all just pray that this goes better than last time? And so we arrive at Riise's dungeon, a strip club. Atlas, I get what you were going for, but y'all do realize you made this character 16, right? And so I assemble my party for the first out of what will likely end up being dozens of times and enter the dungeon. Just a quick aside, since I don't know how many of y'all actually checked the mod list in the description, between episodes I installed the Experience Share mod, since I now have party members that won't always be active in my party, that may be useful in boss fights. And these episodes already take nearly every waking hour of my week to produce, so I really don't need to be grinding out 6 different characters too over the course of the game. Like the first 4 encounters aren't really that notable. That's a first. They just consisted of me experimenting with weaknesses and generally not talking much. Oh, but then...
No, Sensei! Sensei, get up! Did that man just do 500 damage?
Yeah, it doesn't take me very long to get agitated and head back to the Velvet Room. But I mean, after the last 2 videos, can you even blame me? Check those out, by the way. I'm really proud of them, although the second more than the third, just because of all the complications surrounding the third one's production. But anyways, the embarrassment and aggravation I felt when I went into the compendium was immeasurable.
I am so fucking stupid. All I had to do was level this man up one time. I'm so upset right now.
His Mega Power Charge skill would have allowed me to execute my plan for Shadow Kanji last episode without grinding to level 33. And back to trying to actually make it through the first floor without getting clapped by every enemy that breathes on me.
This dungeon's fucking the atmosphere, man. Shit, maybe I should abandon this whole YouTube thing and become a stripper. What y'all think? Atmosphere's got me feeling kind of frisky, man. Yeah, I'm taking him off that. You just wasted 40 SP to heal this man. Oh my goodness.
Immediately after that fight, which I ran away from for the record, I picked up a patient collar from the golden chest that was in the room. This gives me the Endure skill, regardless of the persona I have equipped, allowing me to survive 1 mortal blow per encounter with 1 HP.
Let's go. this game is so good, dude. Is this what Cyberpunk 2077 was supposed to be? Bullshit!
And that's another traumatic death to add to the record. Man, I genuinely would have been able to make at least a 10-minute video of all my deaths by the end of this series. The key word being would've, because each recording file is between 100 and 300 gigabytes. Yeah.
Get these fucking red enemies out of my face. I'm not fighting them. They're dog shit. Literal fucking tanks. Peace, bitches. If you waste 40 SP again, Kanji, we're gonna fight. Oh, I hit triangle. You. Yo, why do you walk out there with gumbo legs?
Oh my god.
Truth of my life sentences. Gonna fuck a bitch and run away. I don't wanna be a dad. Why am I not looking to see what these fucking things are giving me? Oh my god. If y'all need some fire, hit me up. Hit my fucking line, daddy. The only thing fire coming out of me, man, nothing's coming out of me. Let me tell you something right now. Not this content, that's for damn sure. That shit ain't fire. Do I have a vanish ball? That'd be dope. Do I even want to use it? Nah, fuck it, dude. Let's just start this floor over for the 85th fucking time.
No, Sensei! Sensei, get up!
Pogger! Yeah, I won't lie in saying that quite a few of my deaths were just me dying on purpose to force a reset because it wasn't worth the SP or items to heal.
Get up, Sensei!
Dog, this game is dog shit. Does anybody have like a nightmare mod guide out there, dude?
There isn't, not since the beta anyways, which is completely different than SCArkadia's current version.
Oh, that's crazy. We get to go first. That means we get to run away immediately. Hey! Yo, Matador, my boy! Oh, I can't wait to play Nocturne HD and for you to fuck me in the ass in a couple weeks. Yo, you best be hitting the right one, baby. Let's go! Fuck out of here. I don't know what your bitch ass weak to, so you can get the fuck out of my face.
Suck it!
He said suck it!
At some point, I ended up heading back to the beginning of the dungeon to switch Kanji out with Yukiko because he wasn't really cutting it in battle just yet.
That was cool, Yosuke!
You're too slow!
Yosuke's out here right now. Jeez, breaking ankles. Never mind. I'm getting my ankles broken instead.
Get up, Sensei! Someone help!
That did 1,156 damage for all y'all motherfuckers who can't read.
Oh, by the way, every single one of the clips you just watched took place on the first floor. Yeah, I know. But now it's time to climb, and thankfully this dungeon has the same amount of floors as Kanji's bathhouse. I went back to the first floor again, this time putting Kanji back in place of Yosuke, who unfortunately was appearing to be the weakest link since I wasn't able to evolve his persona before my first visit. The climb goes pretty well at first, with the enemy's weaknesses being pretty easily exploited now that I figured them all out.
That was great, Kanji! You hit its weakness!
It's not working anymore. I only spammed it 6 times. Fuck. Are you telling me I can't just keep spamming the same move over and over again? It's gonna kill him? Shit! No. Dog, I don't want to fight these fuckers. Maximum buff? What does that do? Nah. Bye. I'll see ya. You thought I was doing that dumb shit.
I swear to fuck, this game has its own secret agenda.
They were like, oh, you don't want to fight a golden shadow? How about a golden shadow, baby? What you thought this was?
On the third floor, just like last time, we come face to face with Shadow Risei for the first time.
Today, you're gonna see every last inch of me.
Oh, shit.
Guess I'm on the rescue team now. All right, let's hurry up and go.
Damn, Kanji went up 3 floors. We've been recording for 4 hours. My man just realized, shit, he's a little slow on the uptake, huh?
After clearing the third floor, I spent about 15 minutes in the Velvet Room looking through all the possible fusions, and ultimately settle on Virtue, Parvati, and Black Frost, apparently. Yeah, I got another really helpful fusion error.
Okay. I mean, yo, I'm fine with that, I guess.
Well, back to the climb.
Teddy was just like, yo, we should leave. And then Risei was like, I'll show you these titties. And he's like, shit, we should stay. His thirsty ass, dog.
But, not much else of note really happens. And when I got to the 6th floor, I made the executive decision to head back home, and of course abuse the glitch I found earlier to work, even though I shouldn't be able to do anything after exploring the TV world. Although a day late, the next day we get Yosuke to rank 10.
Give me a good one. Knock out all this crap inside of me.
I mean, shit, if you're asking for it, bro, I mean, I'll give you the 1-2 combo. Run them hands, boy!
After beating the living shit out of him, his persona evolves from Jiraiya into Susanoo. The next day, we level up Yukiko to rank 3.
It's not good at all. Nearly good enough is not the words I would use. I would say you'd probably poison your guest and probably get sued.
So now yet another party member is able to use follow-up attacks, and y'all already have seen how useful those are. And the day following that, Chie reaches rank 6, learning Revolution, a skill that boosts the critical rate of everyone in the fight. A gamble, yes, but if used correctly can turn the tide of battle in an instant. 2 days later, we hang out with Yukiko yet again, and oh god, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I didn't prepare my stomach for poison.
Oh, big bro!
Oh, Nanaku, you want to try this slop?
Now, it's finally time for Kanji to receive some of the protagonist's unbiased love. Ah yes, time well spent. Well, back to the strip. This time we went in with Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko because unfortunately Kanji wasn't and wouldn't be up to snuff for quite some time yet now that Yosuke had Susanoo.
I love this game. I'm having so much fun. I'm enjoying myself immensely. Oh wow, the Reaper's here. That's crazy. Cool story, bro.
Without realizing it, last time I stopped 1 floor away from the mini-boss, but yeah, Atlas in combination with SCArkadia made getting to the mini-boss this time a bit of a chore.
Why the actual fuck does she have Mind Charge?
Oh, it was for balancing. So, because it makes you have to think a little harder about not being such a fucking bitch.
Damn, I appreciate you looking out for me like that, dog. That's cool. Kill me, please, Dad.
And so, I went home having accomplished literally nothing besides gaining an absolutely minuscule amount of experience. So what happened was that I realized that the enemies that kept hand delivering my party into body bags were all enemies that only appeared on rainy days. So the next time I attempted to run the rest of the strip club, for my sanity's sake, couldn't be on a rainy day. While wandering around during our newfound free time,
I hit down on the fucking D-pad, baby. I hit it again! I swear to God, I fucking hit it again! Thank you, you bitch.
After which I decided to rank up Chie, as she is our next target for Persona Evolution. The next day, Kanji becomes our lucky victim yet again, his rank up granting us his own follow-up attack, which in my opinion is the best one we currently have access to. The following night, finally with enough courage, we follow through at Nanako's rank 3, getting all the possible social link points. And the day after that, Kanji learns one of our most important skills going forward, Masakunda, a debuff skill that lowers all enemy evasion and hit rate, the hit rate being the more important of the two. Man, grinding out party members' social links before anything is definitely paying off in spades. I don't know if I'd still have enough of my sanity to finish this run without it. It's that time again, and this time on a cloudy day. But before we hit the strip, I did some pretty insane prep, and unconventionally ended up in the club absolutely penniless. Look like the workers won't be getting any tips from me. When we finished navigating the floor for the first time, I immediately fast traveled to the previous floor, then went back up in order to save the experience progress I made on my way to the mini boss door, so I wouldn't have to fight every single enemy every time I fucking died. The team going in was the protagonist, Yosuke, Yukiko, and Kanji.
Let's get it, Pussy Brigade. Oh, that's not the right door.
So let's see what we've gotten ourselves into.
Oh no. Oh wait, this thing's easy. Maybe not with every other mini boss that's ever existed. Yosuke? Since they gave you your turn first, Deikaja ass, because I ain't dealing with that shit. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, fuck off. Pick up Yosuke, please. Thank you. Oh my goodness. This poor man just got... Bitch! I hate the boss Avenger Knight so much. That's an instant kill. That's bullshit. Despite how the fight initially looked, after my first failed attempt, I immediately came up with a seemingly solid strategy.
Maybe I'm finally getting used to this bullshit. My plan was to focus the grunts, then the second mini-boss, then the new one, then the first one. That way I wouldn't get obliterated by the Furious Gigas' max damage Megadolan, and so I wouldn't have to deal with the Avenger Knight's Medea Rahan rendering all of my progress non-existent.
Come on down!
Hey! Kanji's going...
Come on, don't be a killjoy.
Let's go! That was like a near perfect first turn.
But after I get the bosses out of the way, I have to deal with the grunts that they summon towards the end of the fight. Dude!
You mess with the bull, you get the horns!
Yes, Kanji! Get in there and do some damage!
Dude, nobody! Literally nobody! Why? You're fucking worthless!
Yeah, that definitely was the most frustrating part, to say the least. Oh, and the chest I was eyeballing right behind where the mini-boss was, of course had some strong-ass shadows in it.
Oh, there! Now's your chance to
This
run!
game's smoking some good ass dick. That shit has to be a 6-footer.
Anyways, only 4 more floors to the top. Oh, and after the mini-boss, I returned to the entrance and replaced Kanji with Yosuke.
It's not strong at all! I'm sure you can win!
Why the fuck can it summon a level 50 Gundam Shadow?
Teddy is a compulsive fucking liar, huh? Thankfully, the rest of the climb was rather peaceful for the most part. Once I made it to the top, I swapped Yukiko out for Kanji, and since I was feeling a little ballsy, I decided to just run the boss right there and then and see how it goes. It's finally time to confront Shadow Risei, or rather, it's time to receive an information dump on our soon-to-be new party members' insecurities and emotional baggage.
She wants me to stop, as if that's even close to what you're really thinking, you little skank.
Jesus Christ. Oh, y'all actually have the decency to say it to her, though. That's crazy. Huh. The symbolism Atlas went with this time sure is a little... How do I put this?
Take a look.
Oh, God. Ah, yes. Sus. Yeah, let's go with that since I genuinely lack better words. Well, I've stalled long enough. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, shall we?
Why is it level 74? Lay it on him, baby. Let's get it. Oh, shit, you didn't run them hands right, girl. That actually works in my favor because that'll give me more turns. Unless it's those fucks.
Not a chance!
Thanks. Not that it mattered.
Yeah, the first attempt is definitely always a learning experience. I did realize something from that attempt, though. I can skip her second phase where she has resistances across the board if I exploit Black Frost's Mega Mind Charge and the fact that she's weak to all elements during the first phase. So, in between attempts, the only change I made was switching out Chie with Yukiko since she had the magic damage output I needed for this strategy to work. And it worked just as expected. But now this is where things get tricky. I can't hit Risei at all during this phase, and she rapidly spawns in grunts. And guess what? Can't hit them either.
This is fucking nonsense. I'm having so much fun.
The only option available is to struggle to survive the onslaught until the fight is over.
Please, bro, let me go. This is fucking stupid. This is so fucking stupid.
More than anything, it's just really tedious and frustrating.
Thank you. Holy shit! Stupid. The fuck? I wasted so many items.
Yeah, we can't win on our own. Her next attack means the investigation team's demise. But that only just means that it's Teddy's the only member who hasn't gotten development yet, time to shine. And he gets clapped in place of all of us. And so Shadow Risei goes down once and for all, and the real Risei accepts that every single personality that she founded is a part of her, and makes up the bigger Risei Kujikawa as a whole. As per usual, after awakening her persona, she falls to her knees weakened by the almighty power of plot progression. And so we bring her back to Junes, leaving the... Wait a sec, my backdrop isn't changing. What in the fuck is that? Yeah, that boss fight definitely seemed a little too easy, right? That's because the real boss of Marukyu Striptease is Shadow Teddy, who happens to also be the most disturbing shadow we've seen so far.
Though you reach through the murk and the gloom to grasp something, you have no means to know it is the truth.
I don't even know really what to comment on this man. he's spitting some gibberish right now.
And after a little back and forth where Shadow Teddy infers that the real Teddy is actually just the Shadow himself, Teddy falls victim to the same 3 words he's been drilling in our head not to use. Nice one, Teddy. Or hell, maybe this is Atlas's fault too. That's besides the point though, so with all of that said, let's get into the real boss. This time with Rise by our side.
Well, let's get into this, I guess. I don't know what we're about to get ourselves into. Let's go! That's what I'm looking for, baby.
Yeah, remember how I said Kanji's follow-up is the best? That's because it hits every single enemy on the field.
So this fight so far doesn't seem to be too terrible. But, you know, I said that last time and then y'all remember what happened. I don't think I need to bring that shit back up. Oh, God. What is this man weak to? I'm pretty sure what I'm going to have to do here is I'm just going to have to charge myself up to absolute max. And then from there, just kind of... Okay, this is a load of dog shit.
Oh, how I love Megaten and its instant kill spells. Now, it may not have been apparent from the clips I showed, but I actually got fairly close to beating him on my first attempt, and more importantly, I began developing a plan. This plan, as you'd expect, is more than just similar to the plan that I used to beat Kanji's 3rd phase and beat Rise. It's literally the exact same strat. Buff myself, debuff the boss, charge up,
and rain hellfire upon him.
Although at this point it was neither refined or possible on the scale that I intended. That is, until I went straight to the Velvet Room. This time I fused the minion, Satanta, and then immediately fused Satanta off the Mikokuni Nushi, because unlike Satanta, Okuni Nushi had Blade of Fury, a skill that deals 90% physical damage to all enemies 3 to 8 times. It's fucking busted. But I was so focused on making the perfect personas that I ran myself dry of all my funds and had to leave the TV as a result. Talk about anticlimactic, huh? After buying back Virtue from the compendium with the bag I secured from selling all my materials, I picked up some more supplies and immediately headed back to the TV world. I was cutting it close, the deadline was literally tomorrow. And so I tried a few more attempts while I buffed out the scratches on my plan. The biggest mistake during these attempts being switching out Kanji on my first one. Oh, by the way, since I didn't make it clear, in order to fight Shadow Teddy, I had to make it through Shadow Rise every single time, which, because of her last phase, is always quite the chore. My finalized team ended up being Chie, Yukiko, and Kanji.
Coochie Brigade at the ready, baby.
A team with just enough magic power to take down Shadow Rise, but with an overly abundant amount of physical damage to shred through Shadow Teddy's health bar before I even had to bear witness to his other phases. Fucking hell, Josh. Did you really just make a Teddy-like pun?
That was just a one tap. That's cool. Now, if I set up this turn just right, I will kill him in one shot. And that's the plan. If I don't time this just right, he's just going to start his next phase. He's also not Marakunded. So this creates a problem. Where I just die. Cool.
Now, I don't usually like to do this, besides with my first attempts at bosses, but I'm gonna leave a large portion of this attempt to show you what I can do when I actually decide to use my goddamned brain.
Alright, we're gonna start off the same way. Atom Smasher. I gotta think like 30 turns ahead. Like I have to, like based on like the 3 times I fought him, I have to kind of figure out what it is he's gonna do next turn in order to like properly gauge what I need to do. Also, why does he have an attack buff? Oh no. Now all I need to do is Pyro Jack this shit. And then it's the last swap. And then we kill him. I mean, if I do it perfect, we kill him this turn. No, nobody's dying. I'm just fucking full heal, full heal. Nobody's dying. Alright, let's get it. That was the perfect plan. The perfect plan! Oh, get the fuck out of here! The attempt I beat the boss always goes like literally perfect. Like literally everything goes perfect. Every single time I take down the boss, it's not like I struggle. and then somehow managed to beat it. Nah, I literally beat it in the most bullshit scenario, like the most unrealistic scenario where I absolutely just shit all over this man's fucking chest.
And with Shadow Teddy out of the way, the plot progresses. And Teddy reveals his identity crisis to the team, awakening his persona. Rise collapses once again, but like the protagonist in Yosuke, Teddy is immune to that aspect of the plot. And so we gather at the exit. Why? Dude, poor Teddy, man. He's still like little, like flat Stanley head ass. Like nobody's gonna help this man. Did y'all let him walk here by himself with his goofy ass, gumpy ass legs? Shaken up by the loss of his fluffy fur, Teddy resolves himself to train, not only to grow it back, but to become a stronger asset for us, which, trust me, I appreciate given that this mod is only going to get harder from here on out, being that the difficulty spike in the vanilla game happens in the next dungeon.
Yeah, put in that work, baby. Yeah, one more. Let's go.
And before we leave, his social link reaches rank 2. Back home, we eat dinner with Nanako and, the ace detective himself waltzes in pissed drunk. Yeah, not exactly the ideal role model. Not that Adachi stopped him either, though. Ugh, poor Nanako. I don't even know if Teddy had another phase. That man could have had a whole nother phase that I don't know about. The deadline rolled in the next day, and with that, the killer's plans were thwarted once again. Oh shit. I'm getting a little drunk from all this dick in my ass, dude.